JM on the track, JM on the track. In ADP production. Married in with Queen and Chris. Welcome to Married and Shit, Married and Shit. One spot for the spicy, one spot for the sweet. It's Married and Shit. 11 years in and you know that the marriage on fleek. Married and Shit. Like, subscribe, be sure to tap in like every other week. It's Married and Shit. Welcome to the family. Married and Shit. Married and Shit.
Welcome to Married and Shit.
We back. All right, let's ride.
So a lot's been going on in the world today, but we want to make sure. Don't be calling. Don't be doing that.
Oh man, everybody. No, I'm not taking this lightly though. Not taking this lightly at all. It has greatly affected all of our lives.
Yeah.
As of now, we're both officially working from home indefinitely. You know, I thought that would be a good thing for me, and now I'm thinking about the unrelenting micromanagement that's coming down, and you know, make sure you call and text every hour on the hour. You know how government can be.
Right, but you know, even with everything going on, you know, I think now is definitely a time where we are making sure we put our marriage first.
Yes.
And
yes,
make sure
always,
it's a priority. A priority.
You was about to say prerogative?
I think so.
Just thinking about Bobby B.
I don't know what I was about to say.
Thinking about Bobby Brown.
But you know, making sure it's a priority in our life, and you know, how we really do make sure we put our marriage, you know, first and above certain things. Our marriage comes before work. Our marriage comes before, you know, certain family and friends situations. You know,
family, friends, and situations.
Yes. And speaking of family, it definitely comes before our kids.
Yes, and you know, this wasn't. We didn't do this traditionally. All right, thing one was born before the vows were exchanged, so it really, you know, it just wasn't traditional. It wasn't the way that, you know, generations before us were taught how it's done. You know, I remember certain family members accusing us of shacking up. But, you know, we did what we had to do, and here we are 11 years later, so.
Yeah, and I think one of the things, you know, at least I hope I was able to convey to both your family, my family, and to you is, you know,
Nothing.
And
mine was pretty accepting.
Not everyone in your family was very accepting.
Who was it?
I ain't even know names. You ain't gonna be in trouble. But no, one of the things that I wanted to make sure I conveyed was, you know, I wasn't marrying you because we had a child together.
No.
Because at the end of the day,
that was not the case.
Right, because at the end of the day, kids grow up. You know what I mean? Like, they're with you, you raise them, and then they're gonna leave the house. You know what I mean?
Hopefully.
Oh no, them jokers leaving. They leaving. They may not be 18, but you know, eventually they will leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, that's another little mindset, and it can be nothing. It was just weird that you said it that way. You know, we're on these different groups on Facebook, and like, where did that narrative come from that at 18 your kids just had to be gone? Well,
that'll be another topic for another day.
But answer the question at least.
Well, I don't know where it came from. I think it just came from, you know, passing down in our our parents' generation. But that's definitely a topic for another day, because I don't plan on being like that. When they're 18, you know, see, I'm already going into it. Nope, not gonna do it. It's always like,
she's so scripted, y'all.
I'm not scripted. It's just, if we have, this is the episode is about this today. You know good and well, if we start talking about tangent ABC, you know, we're going to be off in left field.
She be watching that clock, y'all. She looking at that clock like, hey, look, time is money.
Well, it is.
And we don't have it. No, we're doing well. All the bills are paid. Kids don't need for nothing. But you're right.
Get back on
so
track?
back on topic, back on track. We did not take the traditional route, and we had a lot of lessons that we had to learn. That it wasn't just about the kids.
Right. And as I was saying before, I was interrupted, is that kids are going to leave the house. And when they leave the house, it's just going to be me, you, and whatever four walls that we're living in. And if I don't know who you are at that time, and if I only know the person that you were 20 years prior, you know what I mean? That conflict is going to happen because the person I am today, and we're only 11 years into it, is not the person I was back then. So if you only knew Quinora from 2009.
Last year, fam. Everything's gonna change.
From 2009.
2020 didn't hit us that hard.
It has. If you only knew Quinora from 2009, you know what I mean? We gonna have some problems. So, yeah.
I'm just having my half of the house. There's my half and there's your half. The kitchen's on my half. Just let you know that.
That's fine. I'll Uber Eats every day.
With your money. So how do we accomplish that? What steps have you made?
Well, I try to really make sure that the kids don't take up all of our time, whether it's soccer, volleyball, whatever sports they're in, whatever clubs they're in, shopping, eating, whatever it is. I try to make sure we have time for just us two. And I think one way that we have, started doing that is our, late night food dates.
Ooh, Waffle House.
Now, we both love food. We like to eat. And, let's be real. Our kids will survive off of peanut butter and jelly, a hot dog, mac and cheese, and ramen noodles.
Trash.
You know what I mean?
Absolute.
My grocery bill love it, though.
Yo, kids, their taste buds are absolute trash. They will eat, what's it, the 5 for $4? You getting that Burger King?
4 for $4.
No, at Burger King.
Burger King is 5
they got
for
that
$4,
cookie.
yeah.
They got that cookie in there. Or, I don't know, the older two, they pretty much eat like adults now. So they both eat like Whopper meals. They like the Stacker, the Stacker King. But, if we're just not feeling cooking and we need something quick, that's what they do. And we take those moments right there. It's like, we don't want Burger King. We take those moments to say, hey,
we doing our own thing.
We finna do our own thing. And, our oldest, she done got to the age where, look, we ain't paying for no more babysitters. Like, I'm just letting y'all know. She is our babysitter. You know, she will live that life because we lived that life. Well, at least for me, my older brother lived that life. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, and we take those moments and we have, even if it's because, Waffle House, it takes us, 8 minutes to get there?
Yeah.
But, those 8 minutes there, 8 minutes back, we have some real conversations.
Yeah.
And while we're waiting for our food to be cooked up, we're just talking. And it's not always a serious conversation, just time to woosah and have a grown conversation without an 11-year-old, peeking around the corner.
What y'all talking about?
Yeah.
But yeah, like we'll do Waffle House. We've gone down and actually like sat and had a meal. We try and make sure that whatever it is something that we both really enjoy, and it's without them while they're eating regular food.
Yeah, and as far as my end goes, so I jumped into this career field. It was crazy when I'm telling people, when people ask me why I chose this career field, I joined because we were in a rough spot.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, when I joined, I mean, I had
Hell yeah.
I had two full-time jobs. She had a full-time job, and I was doing school part-time. And I remember telling people there was like a good 6-month period where every day I had to get up and be somewhere. I could never just
You didn't have an off day from anything.
You know, even, you know, going home to family gatherings, unless it was the holiday season, obviously, but even going home to family gatherings, it was, we gonna go in the morning or we're gonna go late at night the night before. And, you know, we could never spend just a whole weekend or 2 or 3 days doing anything really, because I had to be at work.
You had to be at one of the jobs, or, you know.
And there were some days where I had to do all 3 of them. And I was like, I didn't realize there was enough time today. And I was just running myself raggedy. And I was like, I just can't do this, you know. But, you know, I'm getting into a rant. But what it got to when I found this, when I started this one career, you know, that I was able to take care of everything, I was determined that I'm not going to lose it. And in that, you know, and, you know, Quinora can, you know, she was witness to it. I put a lot into it. And there were a lot of times where, you know, work just came first, not intentionally. It was just, hey, I got to make sure that I'm not in jeopardy of losing this job. And it turned into, you know, oh, I got to do it. And it was almost like you say like sometimes it was like the fight wasn't there to be like, nah, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
You know, and it just happened that way. So that's something that I've had to work on.
Because I've definitely felt that work came before. Not even just the family, but it came before me and our relationship. And I understand that there are certain situations that are unavoidable. Completely understand. It was the situations that were avoidable where it was like,
I mean, you know, I think it had a lot to do with the upbringing. You know,
I agree.
My grandfather, you know, my maternal grandfather, I don't really remember too much of my paternal grandfather. I think he passed away when I was real little. If I was born at all, I don't know. I can't remember. Don't talk much about it. Don't be rushing me.
I'm just saying.
Look, she under the table doing this. I'm gonna let y'all know. Look, we finna be real right here. I'ma talk, okay? But yeah, you know, granddaddy was a worker. You know, that's from the time, like, since before the sun. I felt like he woke the sun up at times. Like, it was his job to make sure the sun rose, and he worked as long as he could see outside. He was working, you know, and, you know, but it didn't seem to faze them. And the same thing in my household, you know, for as long as I can remember, you know, Pops, he was always at work, always overtime and stuff like that. But, you know, I didn't know anything about bills then because I was trash too.
But no, I think that was just the generation that, you know, the generations before us, I don't want to use the word pride themselves in work because I have pride in my work. However, work has a place.
Yes.
And work does not come before my family. It doesn't come before my marriage. It don't come before my friends. Like, you know, work is this box, and it stays in that box. Don't do it. Oh. It stays.
Oh,
it
you're
stays
using the box now.
It stays.
Zip lines.
It stays in the 7:30 to 4. Don't call me before. Don't call me after. Don't ask me to do nothing before. Don't ask me to do nothing after. And it stays there. And even within the 7:30 to 4, you know, I've been good to be like, hey, I'm not coming into work today, and we'll have, you know, us a date where we both like, we ain't coming in, and we do something just for us. You know what I mean? And we don't do work on a, you know, random day. But I definitely think that's something that is different with just our generation. Because, I mean, look at both of our parents. You know, I've definitely had times where I'll be like, Ma, you don't need to be working so hard.
Yeah, and parents used to feel bad about taking days off. Yeah. Now, I'm just like, fam, what you say? Friday? Oh, yeah. You know, look, I have no problems with
you say a 59?
They don't know what a 59 is.
You say I'm leaving early?
Yeah. But yeah, and luckily for me, I've had some great supervisors recently, as I've I've had some great chef. All right, girl. But she was one of the ones that definitely taught me that you can't put this before your family. Like, you have to take care of you. If you don't take care of you, then you're gonna be a trash ass employee. Like, you're not gonna be worth anything at work if you're not taking care of yourself. So that's where I really started learning that, hey, sometimes I just gotta be away and accept that somebody else gonna have to cover down.
Right.
And I think my current job, my current position right now, is a test to that, because they gave me a phone and a separate computer that I can use pretty much anywhere for work, and it's sometimes it's so when I find out something's wrong, it's so easy to just pull that out and be like, oh, let me just do this real quick, and now it's just like, man, leave that shit in the car.
Exactly.
But yeah,
but that's what I wanted you to do when we had our trip to Mexico. On our trip, and you was on the phone like all the way. Or no, that wasn't to Mexico. You didn't take it to Mexico. I lied.
You was on your phone talking about work on the way to Mexico.
I was not.
Not your 9 to 5 work. You was
a side hustle job.
Yeah, a side hustle job. It was supposed to be complete relaxation, and for once, I was able to tell the government to sit down somewhere and leave me alone. And she'll be here. Okay, just let me get this. Put that down.
But I did put it down, and because one thing she
put it down because the plane was about to take off, y'all. That's sort of the place. She had to put it down. The airline put it down for her, because they make you put them things in airplane mode, and
Okay, well, even with that,
it was a good trip though.
It was a good trip, and it's definitely something that we have put on our must do. We're gonna try to do every year, but I definitely try to not even just married couples, but just any significant relationship.
Black married couples.
Black married.
I'm kidding. I'm not like that.
Any couple, like, you need to have those vacations away from kids, away from family.
Yes.
Where it's just you and your significant other rebonding, reconnecting, and that was the Mexico trip for us. Like, it was the bomb, and it was really weird because a lot of people were, I don't know the word. They were.
You mean on the trip?
No. Before we went, they were concerned because we took the trip over Thanksgiving holiday.
Oh yeah, one of the best decisions I think we've ever made.
Best.
Yo, them plane tickets were so cheap.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were.
No, they were not.
Because we went to the airport and bought them.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. They were still expensive. What I'm saying is, people were concerned it was over Thanksgiving because they're like, you're not going to spend Thanksgiving with your kids?
I'm thinking about the cruise.
Yeah.
Those plane tickets were cheap. Okay.
I was about to say. No.
And so we've taken trips together before, and yes, those moments did matter, but I think this trip to Mexico was the first trip that was purely for us. We weren't going with a group.
Yeah.
It wasn't an event like the
Yeah,
first ever
like
cruise we took.
something.
First ever cruise we took, we were with the group, so we had to be at like seminars and classes, and it was very fun. Made some lifelong friends and stuff like that.
But this was like a just
but yeah,
us.
we were still this was the first trip that we had taken where it was just us.
And no event to go to. Like, it wasn't like we were traveling to go to a wedding. It wasn't like we were traveling and we stole away a few moments. This was completely all us. And we got a little bit of heat for it being over Thanksgiving, because we were people were like, and it's Thanksgiving and it's Chris' birthday, because his birthday always falls in that Thanksgiving time frame, and they were like, you don't want to spend it with your kids, you don't want to spend Thanksgiving with your family. Look, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
First of all, that narrative, and she hates this narrative about me. I'm a Thanksgiving baby, and my birthday was always like a piece of Thanksgiving. Like if your birthday, look, I feel bad for all the Christmas and the New Year's babies out there, where it's just like, hey, all right, everybody, open up your gifts. Hey, look, this one is for your birthday. Just but it still got Christmas decorations on it. Like you can't see that this is separately. This was like the thought was put in. I just never felt like the extra thought was put in for my birthday. Now, yes, my birthday was celebrated, but it was never like I don't actually remember having a birthday celebration. That was just my birthday celebration, which is fine. I'm not brokenhearted.
I mean, yeah, but that's all the more reason I try to make sure your birthday is it's an event by itself, not related to Thanksgiving. But with us going on Thanksgiving, people voice their concerns about us.
I don't remember
Essentially,
really? Honestly,
your mama
in one ear, out the other.
Oh well. Granted, yes.
Trash.
I looked at it.
Trash. All that went into the recycle bin. Trash. Nope, not even recycled. Trash. Nope, trash. What you said? Okay, I hear you. I'm still not gonna be there. But
yes. I mean, I think it was more of, the kids are gonna be here. Y'all not gonna be here. And I think it just was.
Some people were the exact opposite. They're like, the kids gonna be here. Okay, y'all go do what y'all want to do. You know what? I go with y'all too. But yeah, I think it was best decision I feel like we made as far as traveling.
And I think we need to do our me and you vacations more around holidays, because it opens the door for having someone to watch the kids versus trying to ask one of our parents, mainly our mothers, to take off some random week, in October, versus if they're already off, they want to see the kids, be like, there you go. Yeah. So I think
I'm ready for buddy camp. I'm ready for buddy camp. She knows who she is. We'll just leave it at that.
I'm gonna take another trip, me and you.
Yeah. That would be nice, but can't go nowhere. I mean, that would be lovely. I think we've gotten two events that are pretty much canceled.
Yeah, we have.
We had a baby shower coming up in April to go to. I mean, I wasn't gonna make that anyway because.
But still, I definitely want us to try and get, together. But one thing with this, us not being able to travel, with me and you both being home, working from home, the kids are going to be home. I think now we have to be even more intentional. We have to be he over here trying to act like it's all that bad.
Look, it's one thing to just be spending a normal Saturday by choice in the house with your kids. But when you're forced, I mean, we're not forced. I mean, we want to. But, like I said, we still got to work. Neither one of us punch a clock or anything like that. Well, would you say you punch a clock?
Not really.
You just have send an email in the morning, one in the evening.
Who's sending emails?
You be like, let me go ahead and send my email.
I do send I send an email so that way
they think she at work. They think she working. She about to get in trouble. You about to be in trouble.
Shut your butt up.
Over here wasting funds and stuff like that. No. Let me stop. But yeah, it's going to be work, and our kids range from 3 to 11, so they a day out of school is playtime. So they run wild, they make noise, they break shit. Yeah.
Them your kids. But like I was saying,
Apple chargers ain't cheap.
Oh, that's why I keep my Apple chargers to myself. And my chargers.
Mine will be in the box. Say what you're gonna say though.
I don't forget.
Work on that memory. But yeah, so like we all know what's going on in this country, and that's not what this is about. But due to what's happening, the kids are out of school for what rumor like the whole state of Kansas is done for the rest of the school year. And there's been whispers, because my job requires me to be in and out of schools a lot. There have been whispers that all of Missouri schools are getting ready to follow suit and just be done for the rest of the school year. And school year usually ends around like Mother's Day, something like that. That's usually when the high schools have their graduations. No. It's usually like right around Mother's Day.
No.
Then when?
May 20th right now.
I said usually.
That is not around Mother's Day.
It's usually
Mother's Day is like May 8th.
The last 2 years, the high school graduations I've gone to. School usually ends like a week later. But for the seniors, for the most part, nobody care about the last week.
Anyway,
of school. That's trash. Ain't nothing but going to parties and eating ice cream and shit anyway. That's all they care about is the ice cream they're gonna have at the end of the year.
I need Squirrel to get back on track.
Whatever. Get me back on track then.
Really? That's how we gonna do?
I'm waiting.
He was supposed to lead into this by saying or by communicating.
I like this to naturally flow.
Christopher. Okay, anyway. It would have naturally flowed if you had been a squirrel all off on the side of the road doing who knows what.
She's calling me roadkill, y'all. That's what this is leading to. After we stop recording, she's gonna tell me I wish I'd have ran your ass over at some point in time. But yeah. What you got? Come on, see what you gotta say.
I was trying to lead into, even with having all this time at home with the kids, me and you and I need to still make sure we spend time together intentionally by ourselves.
Yes. That means naps for the kids. And
who taking it?
Look, that little one. But
first of all, that's wishful thinking.
She'll take a nap.
Yeah, like 8:00 at night.
We got. Look, I have ways.
That's wishful thinking. Wishful ass thinking.
But even then, I like even when I'm at work, like nobody works. Like when you have a 9, you're not working from 9 all the way until 5. At some point in time, you're relaxed. So I'm thinking,
I work my full 8 hours at work. Put that out there.
That just means
work.
She's in the building. She's in the building.
I work my full hours. You ain't about to get me caught up, Mr. Irvin.
Like it takes so much for you to get fired. So, But while we're at the house, it's a good opportunity to get caught up, on us, on what's going on. And, look, we got shows on the DVR and stuff like that. We'll just sit there with our computers, while the TV's on, doing the little things we got to do. And even if it's just, hey, we going to be right here on the couch. Y'all going to be back in the room coloring, painting pictures, reading books, or we can be downstairs, doing whatever, and they can be upstairs playing the Wii or something like that. But yes, we have seen this as an opportunity for us to really sit down and get back in tune, with each other. It's and not saying that we've gotten out. It's like the maintenance on your car. Your car runs fine, but every now and then, look, you got to tune that bitch up. And that's what we're going to take this opportunity to do some fine tuning. Yeah,
because especially with us, and the way that I know I set our lives up. He has a running joke where literally he'll look at his calendar and it's a dot on every single day because I'm
telling you, look, I got 2 calendar notifications right now.
Anyway, but I'm always planning something. There's always something on the calendar. We're either going to it's probably canceled now, but we had like a black art showcase. Or we'll go to the art museum, or we'll be going down here for this STEM fair, or I just have a lot of things on the calendar. I'm constantly on the move. It's like left hand doing this, right hand doing this, you know, feet doing this. It's multiple things going on at
Fan, I just don't. I look at that calendar, like I look at the monthly view, and I can just see dot 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 dot, and I'm like, I mean, can we have some space to just do nothing?
There do be space to do nothing.
What, at night? When we supposed to be asleep? Look, that the white space, it'd be like, it's black space. That's the space when you're looking at the inside of your eyelids and, you know, over there drooling on the pillows and stuff like that.
It'll be that bad. But I will concede. I mean, I will concede and say that this is definitely causing me to take a step back. We get realigned, you know what I mean? Because we are so constant. Well, me, I'm so
only taking a
constantly.
step back. We can't go nowhere. Ain't nothing open. We can't go nowhere. Like seriously, she was just. I know you was looking at a chance to go to the movie. She was like, I think, hey, let's go to the. I just heard her randomly, oh man, the movie theater's closed too, and I'm like, when we gonna go to the movies? Like, we gotta work.
Listen, I was trying to go to the movie. I was like, shoot, ain't nobody gonna be in there. And if I'm sitting, you know, just lights all your seat down real quick. And
hey, go get in line and cough. you gotta make your shoulders bounce when you do it too. Make them think it's real. Cough like the old people. Put a little bit of red Kool-Aid in your mouth and let it squirt out a little bit when you cough. Oh, they finna go running for real.
Hell no, they gonna beat your ass up. Oh, goodness. Okay.
Y'all want to clear out the crowd real quick? Go swear, start coughing.
Anyway.
Hey,
but
brothers,
yeah, I couldn't do.
Next time y'all get pulled over, hey.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. A lady got charged for assault. Don't do that.
What?
Yeah.
When?
You see it on Facebook? You know, Facebook is my news. A lady, but she actually coughed on the police officer.
Oh no, that's stupid. You gotta like cough on your steering wheel.
No, she coughed on him.
Cough on your wrist where you know he gotta touch your, you know.
And
you gotta put them handcuffs.
Yeah.
Lick around your wrist or something like that.
So, I'm sorry, I gotta catch my breath. I do not have shortness of breath.
Sounds short to me.
Oh gosh. Yes, but this is gonna be. I would say I will lick my hand and touch you. Move away from me.
You're gonna have a terrible night. You're gonna fall asleep before I do. So
we gonna slow down, and we will make time for each other.
Yes.
Definitely. Matter of fact, he was just talking about we're gonna get up and exercise in the morning.
Yes. All the gyms closed. I was mad. You know how? Look. It's hard enough to get up early in the morning. Like, you know, like my normal wake up time. If I don't feel like going to the gym, I wake up at about 7:30, 7:45. Usually right after she walking out the house.
Walking out the house.
Yeah, that's fine. I ain't gotta be there till 9. So, but you know, when I decide, you know, I'm gonna do the right thing, I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do, you know, I usually, you know, roll out the bed at like 5:15. So the one morning, you know, I decide to really muster up, because if I don't go in the morning, then I just find some time to go in the middle of the day. But one morning, I go to roll out the bed and get back into what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, you get there and you pull on them gym doors and they're closed.
That was your fault.
I was not thinking about that. I was just,
that was your fault, bro.
Look, in the morning, look, you gotta start your brain out in steps.
See, if you read your email.
Look, it's 345 of them right there right now. It's
and again, your fault. But we're gonna do right. We're going to exercise together, and that's another way that we are spending time intentionally.
You got to stay with me.
I got
Running.
negative.
Yes. Yes.
Let me tell you that's not happening. Listen, I'm faster than the guy. I'm faster than the guy sitting on the couch. Okay.
You better bring your keys in, 'cause I'm locked you at the house. I get back.
You ain't gonna lock me up.
Lock that door right there. You ain't gonna be able to get it.
No, you ain't. Yeah. But intentional time together.
Yes. Starting with the workout in the morning. Let y'all know that's not sounding very exciting right now, so.
I don't know if it's gonna happen.
It'll happen. I think I might be by myself, but I got to do it. I can't skip way too many days.
Yeah. So, that's something that we encourage, but pretty much anyone that's, being quarantined and at the house during this social distancing era is to take the time to put your marriage, your relationship, your companionship, whatever it is, ahead of them kids, because the kids will be all right. And the kids will be all right.
Look, and whether you married or not, look, figure each other out, because like she stated at the beginning, when them kids are gone, it's just you two, and you need to like the person that you end up with, because if you don't, then
that's how divorce lawyers make their money.
You see that meme? Was it you that showed me the meme?
Yes, it was me.
It was like divorce lawyers.
The guy that y'all know the meme where the guy's hiding behind the tree and he got on that yellow, he rubbing his hands like this, like, yeah.
Died. Divorce lawyers.
That's how they looking.
When they heard that folks had to spend time in the house.
When you got to spend time in the house with your significant other, yes. But that ain't going to be us though, babe.
Nope. Hey, I'm always down to spend the day with that one. Like, well, we can spend the day together. Hey, let's do it. But do we have any questions for? Do you have any questions for me? Anything you wanna? How about this? How about y'all? I got a question. This one I want to know for all my couples and my single people out there. What are you doing to occupy your time? Those of you that don't have the ability, especially those of you that don't have the ability to really work from home. What are y'all doing? To keep yourself entertained. What are you doing to keep each other entertained for the couples if both of you can't work from home? Look, we ain't got time. Look, this stuff it's gonna happen, and it's gonna work its course. You can't make your boss let you come to work and clock in, because wherever you work might not even be open. So what are y'all doing to keep yourself occupied, to keep yourself entertained, to keep yourselves sane? What are y'all doing? And drop your comments down. We may have to pick up some of your tips, or maybe somebody else will read them and they'll be like, huh, Yeah. So, yeah. I think that's a wrap.
I think it's a wrap, boo.
All right. Holla.
That'll be cute. Bye.
Marry that shit.